So is the PlayStation 4 actually dead in 2023 at this point now? After a 10-year-long decade, are we finally seeing the end of the PlayStation 4 life cycle forever? Now, the PlayStation 4 was released back in 2013, so yes, it has been a decade since its original release. This is a PlayStation 4 Pro, and it has a 1TB SSD. It's probably one of the most notable consoles of all time. Like, from the last decade, we've really loved this console. We've had amazing games, we've had The Last of Us, we've had Last of Us even Part 2, we've had games like Journey, like real indie games that have come out and really made waves inside the gaming world because of PlayStation 4. God of War, that's been a major notable game. Ratchet and Clank have released some really great games, and of course Spider-Man has been a really great game for the PlayStation 4 as well. So many games that I can just go on a list and a tangent about, so let me know your favorite PlayStation 4 game below as well. That would be fantastic to talk all about PlayStation 4, your favorite memories, your favorite games from the PlayStation 4 life cycle. The reason why I'm discussing this is because Sony recently announced that they're gonna stop sort of releasing PlayStation 4 ports from now on with a lot of the AAA games and stuff like that. So definitely in 2024, we're gonna see the absolute death or the end of the PlayStation 4 cycle completely, because every 5 years we normally get a console, but the reason why this is special is because the PlayStation 4 lasted for a full decade, and we got the PlayStation 4 Pro, which plays the 4K. The only thing it's really missing from the newest generation with the PlayStation 5 is stuff like the ray tracing. The PlayStation 5 doesn't actually have the 8K full resolution output, but we get full HD 4K resolution with ray tracing. We also get faster load times. With the PlayStation 4, I think some of the downfalls were some of the internal SSD components and the internal fan, of course. People noted that it was pretty loud when it was playing games, and also, the PlayStation 4 was known for its load times with the load screens and stuff like that, especially like Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5, for example. Like, people were waiting quite a long time with the loading screens, so that's why people prefer the PlayStation 5, obviously, because very fast in terms of just getting from one area to the next. For example, the transitions between two areas with games like Returnal, super quick. Games like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, once again, it's just super fast. There's like zero load times. The only game that I've seen sort of load screens for is Hogwarts Legacy, but it's really not like fading to black and then putting up load screens and then getting to the next area. Even with like Spider-Man Remastered, they took away all the load screens and stuff like that, and it's really quick in terms of the gameplay. With Miles Morales, zero load times. So speaking about Spider-Man, this is the main reason why I'm actually talking about this sort of reason of the PlayStation 4 being sort of dead in 2023, is because there is no PlayStation 4 port for Spider-Man 2. It's going to be only for the PlayStation 5. So that's the main reason why I'm talking about it in this video. There are other games like Rift Apart that doesn't have a PlayStation 4 port as well. But in this year, we have seen Hogwarts Legacy have a PlayStation 4 port. So it's not like it's 100% dead. And there are games still going to be released on the PlayStation 4. But it's just crazy that it's a decade-old console and they're still releasing PlayStation 4 ports to this day. It's just incredible. But definitely in 2024, we'll see absolutely just no PlayStation 4 games. I feel like they're just gonna say goodbye to the PlayStation 4, move on to the PlayStation 5 completely, and just focus on that. Now, is it still like a valuable console in general? Like, I feel like it might hold value in terms of nostalgia, definitely in terms of that, in terms of its games and stuff like that, if you want to go back, play all the games. But the thing is, like, on the PlayStation 5, you can have the whole library there in terms of the digital downloads, and we've got physical copies still out there in the world. It's still more popular having a PlayStation 4 in today's households than it is having a PlayStation 5 in today's households. But I think that's also because, one, you know, PlayStation 5 isn't exactly the most cost-friendly console. It's $750 for the PlayStation 5, and that's in Australia. In, I don't know, America, that would probably calculate to about $400 US, I'm gonna guess. So, you know, getting a PlayStation 4 original, you could probably get that for like $100 to $150, while the PlayStation 4 Pro, still about $200. You know, we're selling a lot of pre-owned PlayStation 4s. They're not gonna bring out any brand new PlayStation 4 consoles. Like, that's completely finished now. Definitely over. The last one was like there was a God of War bundle, and there was a COD bundle, Black Ops 2 bundle or something like that. So they made like a new console, I think last year, and that was like the last and final sort of bundle for the PlayStation 4. At this point in time, I definitely feel like it is definitely worth just upgrading to your PlayStation 5. If you can get a pre-owned PlayStation 5 for a decent price these days. So it's definitely worthwhile grabbing it. And you got new accessories coming out, and we got new stuff with, you know, VR headsets. We got Project Q, which is coming out, but a lot of remote play features, which are quite cool. I don't use these features that much, but it's just the simple fact that barely any load times, loads up pretty fast with the PlayStation 5, has an enjoyable library. You can still play the PlayStation 4 library as well, and we get it as a media player as well. You know, having the PlayStation 4 just as a media player isn't necessarily the greatest thing because, you know, it's just not sizable. Like, it is a bit smaller than the PlayStation 5. It's not the smallest console in the world. It is quite comfortable in terms of space, and if you put it like this way, I guess I can see it just being like reasonably room friendly with the size and stuff like that. So it's definitely more, you know, room efficient in terms of spacing than the PlayStation 5. I'll definitely give it that much. But overall, it's been a great console with a great decade-long life cycle. It's still going to be affordable for the rest of 2023, and I definitely feel like on 2024 when that comes out, definitely getting yourself a PlayStation 5 is sort of like a must-have. The PlayStation 5 is even almost releasing a PlayStation 5 Pro now because it's in its third year life cycle, so that's super exciting. So overall, gonna get a lot of really great PlayStation 5 gameplay in the rest of 2023. I feel like I'm sort of leaving the PlayStation 4 behind now and just focusing all in on the PlayStation 5 now. So let me know your favorite games, your favorite memories with the PlayStation 4, and I will see you guys next time.